Welcome to the Gig School podcast, sponsored by Sorrento Strategic Music. And next up, we have the amazing Chris Hall.
Hello.
Welcome.
Thank you very much for having me.
Oh, thank you for being here today. Yeah, can't wait to chat about your adventures, because your music career has just really taken off in the past couple of years, from the looks of things anyway.
Yeah, definitely. It's been growing since the last 3 years. I think probably been the biggest. So and continuing to grow. So it's exciting.
Oh well, massive congratulations.
Thank you.
So you're currently a teaching.
Teaching,
and
so
gigging?
part-time teaching and gigging. Yeah.
Yeah.
So at the moment doing 2 days a week at private school, which has been great. And then gigs the rest of the time. So
Yeah. Were you doing full-time teaching before
I was
that?
doing full-time teaching for a while. I think I did about 2 terms of it before I realised it was too much doing full-time and gigs.
Yeah.
I remember I went through WAPA, and I remember the teacher kind of being like, be wary of the full-time gig, as in like full-time work, career kind of thing, because if as a musician, if you've got full-time work, you put off, like, that becomes your priority. So that kind of was ringing in my head, and I was like, okay, I need to drop down if I want to do gigs.
Yeah. Oh, beautiful. Well, that's amazing that you've got enough gigs to supplement your income that you can do teaching for just 2 days a week.
Yeah.
And then do gigs for like all the rest of it. Like, that's a pretty great place to be.
Yeah.
And I guess, are you going to keep up with the teaching, or is that a secret?
I think,
Can't
hopefully
say.
my employer isn't watching. 2026 is the year I think I'm going to go full-time.
You're going to just jump
full-time
into
gigs.
gigging.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I do remember a few years ago, I was booking you for something, and I noticed you didn't have any photos or videos. I was like, who is this guy? What does he even look like or sound like? I was like, I think it was for a market, and they wanted a photo of you. And I was like, there's no photos of his even face on here. Like, I don't even know what he looks like, but I know he's good.
Yeah, I was
From a distance.
quite socially media inept. I still am probably, but
Not at all.
I was lucky enough that I got a lot of work through word of mouth and through people I knew. Open mic nights was one that I got quite a few gigs through, and markets and stuff like that as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess if you were already getting work, and why would you need to change anything? If you were getting gigs and whatever you were doing was working for you.
It was working.
Yeah.
Not as well as it should have been.
Yeah. Yeah. So you went to uni. Were you gigging throughout uni?
Yeah, I've been gigging. First gigging was busking when I was probably near 10.
Yep, so that's how it started?
That's how it started. And then that was kind of my, instead of having like a part-time job through school, that was my thing. So I'd just go busk on weekends, made more money than my friends, which was exciting. And then...
Did you say you made more money than your friends?
Yeah.
In year 10?
In year 10.
Oh, then their jobs.
Yeah, then their jobs.
Their McDonald's or...
Yeah, whatever.
Wow, great.
Yeah.
You must have...
It's good. Not really, you can't really do it these days. No one has cash on hand. So.
Yeah, it's a bit different now, isn't it?
But yeah, so that was probably my first kind of introduction to it. And then through WAPA, kind of did a few gigs, not much, to be honest. And then after WAPA, it was, through doing open mic nights, meeting people.
Great.
That was when I kind of started to do more.
Okay, great. So you went to uni, and then you networked at open mic nights.
Yeah.
And I guess those musicians have gigs or booking people for gigs or need to fill in, and that's how you started getting your foot in the door.
Yeah.
Well, that's really great advice for anyone up and coming. Yeah. Go to some open mic nights and meet some musicians.
Yeah.
Yeah. And how often would you say you were gigging at that point?
That was pretty irregular. So I was probably doing maybe one every second weekend or like something like that.
Oh,
It wasn't very busy. Maybe one every weekend, not quite there.
Like once a week or once a fortnight
kind of
sort of
thing,
thing
yeah.
at a market or a venue or
Yeah,
something?
that's more gigs. I was probably doing markets probably every week.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
sure. Yeah. Were you busking at the markets or being paid there?
Paid and busking.
Oh, a
Yeah.
mixture.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then what sort of changed, like, so after this stage of your career, what moved you to the next? Because you're always booked now.
Yeah.
I feel like if I ever ask you to do something, you're not available. So
Yeah,
what happened?
What happened? Gig school happened.
Oh,
That definitely
thanks for
helped.
the plug.
I think,
I'll pay you later.
I don't, there wasn't any like particular turning key moment, and I'm like light bulb moment is the right word,
Yeah.
that I kind of was like, this is, I think it kind of slowly happened. Again, still getting to the stuff through word of mouth, but then starting to use social media definitely changed things.
Yeah.
Which I think I'm not sure if I told you, but I think it was after gig school I had the promo material. I was posting every week.
Yeah.
Twice a week or something. I think I did that for 5 weeks or something. Within that, I'd kind of booked out almost like the next half of the year.
Oh my gosh,
so it
that's
was like,
amazing.
Yeah. And then I stopped doing it. So I've started again.
Yeah.
So that's okay.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. Wow. So just, I guess you got your professional promo material done.
Yeah.
And then you actually posted it regularly on your socials. And that's it. You got booked out. That's incredible though. Like that's amazing.
It is, yeah. And every time I post, I kind of like when you start posting regularly, you actually see it coming in.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's wild that I don't do it as much as I should, but I'm getting there.
Yeah, you know that it works for you. Yeah, well, that's amazing. So you were doing your live music then, and then now you're doing DJing as well.
DJing, yes. So that was kind of pushed into that through Mitchell Martin, who Wedding Music Perth. He was doing some gigs through him, and he was like, "Oh, have you ever thought about doing DJing?" That's kind of was his specialty for a while. Was kind of full day package, doing DJing and music and emceeing. And so I went over to his. I found some decks for really cheap online.
Yeah.
Just second hand. They had Serato, so it was plug in and just started messing around with it. And he kind of showed me the ropes of that a little bit. Had some lessons with some other people, and then just kind of picked it up from there, and now getting booked for full day packages, which is exciting.
Oh, amazing. Yeah, congratulations.
Thanks.
It's so good. Yeah, because obviously the more hours you work at a gig, the more you'll get paid. So to be a musician doing 1 hour or 2 hours or 3 hours compared to musician and DJ doing 8 or 9 hours, obviously the pay is going to be a lot more.
Yes, heaps more. You've got an extra 3-4 hours, if more than that even, depending on what you're doing. So it's definitely has made it much more worthwhile.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and you've also got your beautiful duo as well.
Yes, Atmosphere Joe.
Yeah,
with Janice. Yeah. So that's been we've kind of been just did heaps of wedding expos and stuff together, and I've started to now this year kind of build up a few more. So we've got quite a few off our own back, which is good because we haven't had many through agencies.
Yeah.
But now we're starting to get a few more. So
yeah,
it's been going well.
Oh well, congratulations, because your voices do sound beautiful together. Like,
thank you.
The right sort of tone, and actually that was.
Thank you. I should say thank you for matching us.
I was like, wait a minute. That's right. I remember saying, Janice was doing a filming day, and I was like, just tell Chris to come and do it with you. And she was like, but she's like, we've never played together before. And I was like, who cares? Just take some action. You can have a practice just before you film. And then you guys just did it. Yeah. So that's great. You jumped in and it sounded good. And the rest is history. So it's amazing. So what advice would you have? Let's say there's someone who is back there where you were. Maybe they're at uni studying music, or maybe they're doing some markets and they're doing some of those lower paid gigs. Like, on your own, reflecting on your own journey, what advice would you have for them to get to where you are now, getting paid the big dollars, where you can quit your job?
Firstly, I think treating it as a job rather than as a hobby is probably the first place I'd come from, because it's easy to kind of. It's fun. It's a fun thing to do, but you got to treat it like work and be professional. I think that's one thing. You learn fairly early on, to be honest. Otherwise, you don't get many gigs.
That's so true.
I think just being consistent, that was something that I found quite challenging. Like consistently posting, consistently just keeping up that, even just keeping up routines with practice and making sure you're on top of things and responding to people really quickly. Those two things are probably have made a bit of a difference. Taking every opportunity really as it comes. Anything, I would always just say yes to everything. Obviously, there's a point where you got to be like, know your worth and be like, no, I'm not going to do that. Or
I'm not going to do that for $50.
Yes. But I think I've done big band gigs. I've done things like with Janice, just jumping up and doing that, saying yes to pretty much anything, even coming on a podcast.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Just every opportunity.
If you're scared to do it, it's kind of pushing through that. Yeah. I think that's partly why I did music. As a kid, I was absolutely petrified of being on stage or
Wow.
even singing or whatever.
Yeah.
And I think it's kind of like that kind of chase to try to push past those kind of boundaries.
I feel like you've said before your mum's a singer.
Mum is
that-
she
right?
is
Or
a singer.
in a-
That is very true. I shouldn't say she's not. She's she
Sorry,
sang in
Mum.
church, so she was a singer. So
Yes.
like I grew up singing around the piano. I sucked as a kid. I singing's one of those things people kind of think that you're born with it, and it's definitely not. It's one of those things you have to work at.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that definitely helped get me to where I am today. And having parents and friends and family that are supportive definitely helps. But
Yes.
I mean, you can do it either way.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so you grew up sort of surrounded by music, and you had it in your home, and
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So my brother is he did music theatre at Whopper as well. So he's an actor now, more acting. Then he went acting. I decided to go more music.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Aw.
So yeah, creative family.
Yeah, was he the one who said he was on like Home and Away or something?
Yeah, Neighbours. He's on
Neighbours.
He's now what's the one? Better Man is the one now, and the Robbie Williams biopic. He's Robbie Williams is a monkey for some of it.
Oh, wow.
He was the second unit, so he's not the main monkey, but he is in there.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Well, how beautiful, to have a creative mum and then for her to have two creative children and, pursue music and acting. Like it's great that it's worked out for you all.
Yeah.
Because, there's a lot of probably more mainstream families that'd be like, oh, that's a bit risky and oh, that's a bit dangerous and oh.
I think they kind of always were like, have a backup, like have something that you
Yeah.
can do. And I don't regret doing teaching. I think maybe it's just a way of justifying to myself. It's good to have something
to justify all that study.
all that study.
I don't regret it.
But it is, what's nice now is like going full time. If there's a low, like not getting many gigs through, just go back and do some relief. Like it's nice to have something like that you can fall back into. But I think for some people you just need to make that leap. I might have made it earlier if I hadn't had the fallback. So
that's true. Well, we don't know what we don't know, and every path is unique and individual. So, I mean, I don't think there's any point in any regrets or I should have done that or I should have done this, because every choice we've made has got us to where we are, and it's not a race or anything. So, and it is great. I think it is great that you do have that.
Yeah, it's been a lovely balance. I think now I'm just starting to go which side it's starting to compete with each other. So it's
Well, it's great that it gives you choices and it gives you options, and you can choose the more fun gigs if you want. And it's great that you've worked so hard on your musical path to get you to this place where you do have those choices and career options. So it's really cool. And can you tell us about your worst gig?
Worst gig. Okay, so this isn't even my worst gig. This is I'll go with two. I say my worst screw up, which was a wedding.
Do I know about this?
No, this is early. So this is very early days. This is before I started really doing weddings at all, and this was
Like
makes it even worse probably.
Your first wedding?
It wasn't my first wedding. It was probably, I don't know, but it was early on. I was very disorganized. And it was booked through a DJ. They booked me to do the live music for it. And it was at Quarry Amphitheatre.
Oh.
At least that's where I thought it was. I got to I only knew the bride's name, so I got there probably an hour and a half before. I was super prepared.
So
go see the sign, and it's Sarah and cool, I'm at the right wedding.
Oh,
Sarah, great.
no.
Get up, I'm playing. Set up,
no,
playing
you actually were
as
playing.
people are arriving, and the celebrant comes up. I'd already met the celebrant. I talked to all the other vendors.
Oh my gosh.
And then the celebrant was like, "Oh, you're playing My Heart Will Go On Spotify." And I was like, "What do you mean? I'm playing live the whole ceremony." And then it kind of clicked in my head, and I was like, "This isn't. I wasn't meant to be at Quarry Farm, not Quarry Amphitheatre."
Oh no, the wrong Sarah.
Wrong Sarah, wrong venue with the same name. I could not believe it.
Oh no, you poor thing.
I legged it as quickly as I could. I didn't get to luckily I called the DJ who was there, and so he was there ready to go for their ceremony. I didn't play their aisle song. I didn't get there in time.
Oh, shit.
But I did play the rest of it, and I played the cocktail hour after that. But yeah, that's my worst screw up. And I check date. I check everything now. Make sure I've got an address rather than Quarry. Yeah, Quarry. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can see how it would happen. How old were you?
Oh man, I'd like to say I was younger. I was probably, it would have been after uni, so I would have been 22, maybe 21,
Yeah.
20.
So your brain hadn't properly developed yet.
Yes, yeah, that's my
I'm just going to
excuse.
say it was before 25. Anything after 25, there's no excuses.
Yeah.
Oh, you poor thing. That would have been very stressful. Were
Yeah.
they upset?
They were fine with it. I think I ended up taking a pay cut or something. I did something to kind of smooth it over.
Well, that's great advice too. Like, if you do make a mistake, just take a pay cut or do something or
Yeah.
give something free or just make it better.
Yeah.
It's like if any business makes a mistake and they give you something free, you're like, oh, I'm not upset anymore. I got a
Yeah.
voucher.
I think, yeah, just own it. I've made a lot of mistakes. I think just owning up to it and just being like, I've screwed up. What can I do to make it better? And
Yes.
yeah.
That's great advice because we're all going to make mistakes.
Yeah.
And like you say, to own it, then to be like, no, you told me it was Quarry Amphitheatre. To get all defensive and be like,
Yeah.
yeah. And how lucky that their DJ was there
That
early.
was very, very lucky, yeah.
Yeah, very lucky. So, not that we have any regrets, as I said before, but if you could go back and do something differently and speak to little Chris, who was wanting to do music, knowing everything you know now, and there might be the equivalent of you listening in the audience anyway, what would you say or do differently?
Oh, that's a tough question.
Maybe
probably-
maybe nothing. Maybe you're
I think I did quite a lot of things right. I think just probably maybe just taking it a bit more serious early on. I think I was lucky in the fact that I was getting stuff that it just kind of came to me a lot of times. So I wasn't really pushing and didn't have that hunger for gigs. I think if you're hungry for it and you chase it a bit more, then you just get booked out more because you're asking people things, you're asking for gigs. I think that's another one. Is just like, I think what's the saying that Borby has? Just say yes or
Borby. Don't ask, don't get.
Don't ask, don't get.
Iconic.
Yes,
We need that in a shirt.
Yeah, I think that is probably the one of the biggest things for me. Is like I was just afraid to ask people things, and now I still am. But you do it and you get gigs from it.
You just do it anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. Oh, that's amazing. Well, thank you so much for your time today and for sharing. And massive congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
On the fact that you'll be able to be gigging full time next year. I mean, you could do it now if you wanted to, but that's the decision that you've made.
Yeah.
And how old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
29 now. So I'm getting older.
And congrats, you just got married as well.
Yes, thank you.
So, living the dream, adulting.
Yeah.
But what a way to spend your adult life doing gigs.
Yeah, it's been awesome. And had some, really fun gigs. I've done like cruise ship gigs. That was really fun.
Yeah.
There's been heaps. And weddings and that is so much fun as well. So.
And you bought a house recently as well.
Bought a house.
Doing all the
I'd like
adult
to say that
things.
was me, but that was mainly my wife. I just said it
Great,
correctly.
well-
I didn't say partner. I said wife. Good job.
Yeah,
Still
exactly.
getting used to that.
Well, you got to picking the right partner to
Yeah,
support
that's
you.
the other thing. Yeah, that's my second piece of advice would be pick someone who can support you.
Pick a sugar mama who can buy you a house so you can go and do gigs. No, you've made some great choices.
Yeah.
Oh, well, massive congrats. And all the best for the rest of your adulting, having fun, doing gigs, bringing joy to people. Like, it's a great way to live your life. And well done for being on the path.
Thank you. Thanks so much for having me.
Thank you.